So for Nouvelle, this is an attempt at revitalizing the deck into quote-unquote modern-day play, or rather, like, the best that you can bring it up to. So then 0 to 3, your starter is going to be Kagero. I don't really see a reason why this would change. You know, it's just Kagero. He's going to allow you to toolbox. You're going to get everything that you need to do. You're going to run 8 critical. They can be whatever you want. If you want to run like 8 different crits or something like that, go ahead. You are then going to have 4 draw triggers, and it's going to be Gatling Claw. So you can run something like a 2-2 split, maybe like a 1-3 if you really want to do it. Because if you have the 2 open counterblast, you can use Kagero to fetch Gatling Claw, and then Gatling Claw to kill the starter, which is CB heavy, but it's there. If you want to, you want to. You can do your split where you see fit, pretty much. 4 heal triggers, of course, G-guarding, yada yada. For grade 1s, we have 4 perfect guards. If you are fortunate enough to have the unflip PGs, run those. If you don't, run like whatever that other one is, and if you can't run that, or for whatever reason, just, you know, run vanillas or something. Then you have 4 Nouvelle Dragon. I don't even know what this is. Hold up, fam. Okay, so this is what's going to allow you to... Yeah, this is your consistency. The main reason why we also have Kagero as our starter is because of this. Nouvelle was basically the reason why Kagero was banned as a starting Vanguard. Because as long as you open with a grade 3, or basically a grade 3 or Nouvelle itself, you can use Kagero, fetch this, reveal, get the grade 3, and then add it to your hand. So this is basically what allowed the deck to be incredibly consistent through Ride Chain, even though you have 4 grade 3s, and you have the 4 main deck grade 4s. This is going to give you that consistency. Next is 3 Lava Flow. This is your stride fodder. You only really need 3, because you're going to be running 8 grade 3s, so when you have it, you have it. And then 2 Dragnite Ashgar. Okay, yeah, this thing. This is just basically a 10k booster for you. So if for some reason you're playing like a G-Lock game or whatever the heck, you can have this. So when you're swinging on 23 to them. 23 to them, Silent Tom. Pretty good still. For your grade 2s, we have Nouvelle Critic Dragon. Upon placement, counterblast 1, reveal Nouvelle. When placed on V or R, you can pay cost. If you do, kill an opponent's rear guard. So this can actually allow you to snipe starters if you have like the correct pieces in hand. So this is just more early retire. It's got everything like that for what you need. So next I have this thing, Dragonite Shakor or whatever. This is really weird because this allows you to play from behind to an extent. Upon placement, CB1, if you have less rear guards than your opponent, you can kill one of theirs. So if for some reason you're playing from behind and they have a better board presence than you, you could play this CB1, kill one of their rear guards. So this allows you to come back to an extent, or even if you are behind, you can still be able to hit their rear guards. So it's important if your Vanguard is blazing, since it has the keyword, this gets 2k, so it's 11k poker, which is good to at least make numbers consistently. Next is Dragonite Nadim. This is basically your blazing 11k poker with the countercharge engine. If you can't afford the unflip PGs, because I'm pretty sure they're really expensive right now, still, here you go. You have this, and this is basically your unflip, because everything in this deck really costs counterblast, so it's just there. Your heal triggers, if you're going to use the unflip ones, then there you go, but that's only like really 2 theoretical countercharge, so this is just here for that consistency, just to get you where you need to be. For your grade 3, I have Dauntless Drive Dragon. Really, this can be anything. Like, Dauntless Drive is here just cuz. If you want to run something like the Legend, for whatever reason, Overlord, if you want to run like the Destiny, whatever the heck, go ahead. If you want to have some weird hybrid build, really, your grade 3 could be anything. If anything, maybe it should actually be some sort of stride break, so that you can have the stride game if you choose, and you can have Nouvelle for the G-Lock, or like a weird, not so game finisher. But even so, this is here for the break ride, so if you want to do it on your opponent, you still can. For your G-Zone, we have Ascend Grave Dragon. This is just here, just cuz. This is your first stride if you get there. 3 Ziegenberg. 3 is fine because if you G-Guard and then you go into Ziegenberg, you can flip it. You can flip itself for the GB3. If you don't, and you already have GB2, you can stride this for the GB3, and you can pay the cost CB1 to restand without flipping itself. So 3 is a fine number. You're okay with that. And then 3 Titan. Titan is your retire basically, and this is just, you can have a pre-GB game, yes. And then when you have to get into stride game, these are pretty much what you can do, just to board control and things like that. But since everything is counterblast still, it's a bit iffy, but even then, you should be alright. And then 4 Nouvelle Express. So this is your glory skill, and of course it can negate triggers if they're at 5 damage. So this is surprisingly like threatening, because you can use this to bait out G-Guards and then go into Ziegenberg or something like that. And there's a lot of things you can do because the stride deck itself has a lot of pressure to it. You can use Nouvelle for the glory skill if you need it. You can use Titan to board wipe and get the crit. You can use Ziegenberg to restand for the offensive pressure when you need it. If for some reason they want to play a grade 2 game for a bit, or they're actually grade stuck, you can use Nouvelle so that you can push them in. You can use the Break Ride with Dauntless Drive. You have decent flexibility to an extent, because you are relatively consistent, because you have the Henry Charge engine. You have a way to get to your grade 3, even if you might brick, within quotations. You have your grade 1 to get you where you need to be for it. For G-Guards, 2 Donnell Griffin, 1 Absalm, the dude that gets absolutely massive, and then 1 Asil Orb Dragon, basically your 31k shield, just cuz. It's just basically an extra G-Guard to fill space. You know, if like you have the Fighter Collection G-Guard and stuff like that, if you have like other G-Guards, you know, you can run them, but Defeat Flare is Overload specific, so there might be a bit, so you can't really run that. And so this is Nouvelle. Alright. I should probably make this a second video, but that's okay.